What are you doing? Are you playing with the cats? Alright, this is my office. Let's take a short tour of the office. There's a picture of my dad when he was a teenager. We have some rocks and stuff up here I found interesting. Down here, there's some granite cut in weird shapes and the little welcoming kitty. This one actually bobs if you get enough light on him. You can see him starting up. Okay, there's a duck I made as a child. We have a rock collection. Some of those rocks are from Colorado, where I was born and grew up. There's some meteorites in the back. Over here we have some dragons. I like dragons. A hand-carved wooden dragon. And we have the fortune dragon. We have some food dogs here, along with some other stuff. A diploma someone earned. We have a check I got out of a scam artist. It was fun. Okay. And up here, we have a 3D hologram of the Enterprise D, a robot, and some other fun stuff, a Godzilla ornament. On top, we have a small dinosaur skeleton. It's not a real one. It's a replica, but it is a replica from something that was dug out of the ground. We walk over here. We have a lot of my models. Nellie made the Justice Gundam. There is a gun that I painted and thought it was fun to put in the cabinet. I don't know what that guy in the back is. This is an SR-71. The glass, I haven't cleaned the glass on this in a little while, so it's a little dirty. War of the Worlds display stand, a rare earth. You can see me in the reflection. Rare earth ATST, thank you CT Speed Shop. Gun tank. There's not enough light for that to turn. BB made the sand in the back. There's the hauling honey. It was kind of a spoof. Someone was saying, could I do this in a contest? So I did it. There's the TIE fighter I entered in a contest. Deathlock's command cruiser. A egg shuttle. There is the USS Thunderchild. There's a Corsair in the back. The Sorok's thing from Star Trek, the motion picture. I made that when I was in high school. There's Godzilla, the only surviving thing from the diorama of Godzilla versus King Ghidorah with the Japanese castle. I still have all the parts to that diorama, and I should resurrect them and fix them, but Godzilla took no damage. Of course he did. He never takes any damage in anything. And BB's bear, Nellie's Corvette. There's the Honda with the broken mirror hanging on it. We get down here, some more super deformed Gundams. The Revell TIE Fighter, a space shuttle, NASA space shuttle, and the gun tank diorama at the bottom. Moving on. I'm recording all this with the GoPro, so I don't know how well the light will pick up in here. Let me turn the lights on in here. That'll help some. There we go. Up here we have the Mercury 9. In here we have some collectibles. Most of my collectibles are not on display in here. Just a few of them I felt like displaying. We have an Alpha. Fully transformable. I forgot the company that made this. I don't really want to touch it because, well, last time I saw that thing on eBay, it's like $400. We have a Dynaman. I do have the box for him still. I have two Dynamans. The other one is pristine. This one has a broken tip on his head somewhere. I forgot what this thing's called, but it transforms into a big spaceship, and each spaceship transforms into robots. This one's actually broken. I have a non-broken one. There is a little bear in the back. I forgot what he's called. 25th anniversary Optimus Prime. Should have left him in the box. Another Alpha Fighter. That one does not transform, but it's all metal. We have a Train, which I thought was cool. Got it cheap and found out, well, it wasn't cheap. And we have the first electric locomotive I had as a child. I still have that thing. Okay, I like dragons, so you can see a dragon up here on top of the bookcase. There's usually a dragon in that window, but it fell and broke, and I'm fixing him right now. Over here we have a photo of my dad when he was young, riding a horse. He was a cowboy. We have some various rocks and things that I found interesting. We have some of those cats that greet you at Japanese restaurants. I thought they were fun, so I got a couple. We have a little small rock collection right here. that I've collected over the years, some petrified wood, just various random things I grabbed from Colorado and different places I thought were cool. There's some actual meteorites in the back. We have a hand-carved three-headed dragon. We have a gold good fortune dragon. We have foo dogs. We have both the guy and the girl foo dog. This is the guy, and this is the girl, and I know they're supposed to be facing a certain direction, but I don't care. We have a little jade elephant. This one is actually jade. He is quite heavy. That one's wood over there. I should get a jade version of him and replace him. Godzilla Christmas ornament I have a duplicate of. A interesting looking vase and some more fun glass things with a robot and a hologram Enterprise D. There's a little tour of my office. Thought I'd throw something fun in there. Now, this is going to be a channel update. A couple of things to talk about. One, the parent company of Revell filed for bankruptcy in the last day or two. And that is interesting news. And it's interesting in a way that I don't know if I'm happy or sad about. Revell's been making missteps with their Star Wars stuff. In my mind, they're making missteps. I'm not a child. They're trying to market most of their Star Wars models to the younger generation, where there's no painting, you just put them together and you're done. The problem with that is they're competing with the toys. When you're doing that, and you have to have something above and beyond the toys, like better detail or something, and they don't always have good detail. So the serious hobbyists are like Bandai, Revell. Let's go with Bandai, because look at the Bandai Y-Wing. And it's almost a perfect match for the studio scale kit, only it's 1/72nd scale. I've seen photos on Facebook recently where they're comparing it to the studio scale kit at 1/24 scale and the Bandai 1/72nd, and they're like, we can't see any differences in the two other than size. So why would you go with the Revell kits when the Bandai kits is so superior? And that's one of the things Revell said in their bankruptcy statement is stiff competition. We can't fight this competition. Okay? The other thing I don't like about it, though, Revell of Germany made good models. They were up with the competition. Some of their armor models and car models are outstanding. So, aircraft, too. I can't say that the company overall was bad. Revell of Germany made good models. Just the Revell of USA and their Star Wars models are kind of crap. So they're misstepping there, and that's their fault. Okay? Along with that, they own Estes rockets. No telling what's going on with that. I loved playing with Estes rockets as a child, and I repeatedly played with them. Repeatedly. It was something I did. Okay? So, I'm not sure what to think about it. One, I could have told you it was coming because of the way they were treating their Star Wars properties, but they were treating everything else correctly, so I don't know. I'm ranting. The other thing coming up is I am finding more time for the hobby room right now, so things are progressing. You saw the dinosaur videos. Miri is happily painting them right now. They are getting the rainbow effect. Those videos will come up soon. They're intermixed with some things I got for a Secret Santa from Scale Model Addict. I got a super deformed Tiger 1 tank. It's from some sort of anime series. You'll see it in the video. I don't remember off the top of my head, like World War Tunes or something like that. And it just looked like a fun kit, so I started building it immediately. It's not going to be a long time consuming thing, and that's what I'm going to work on in the next little bit, is doing short projects to get me going on this again. Okay? I don't know if I'm going to finish off some things like that Enterprise because I got hung up and I need a good 3 or 4 hours to sit down and get past my hang up. And I haven't had that kind of time free just to sit down in the hobby room. It just hasn't been there. We're going to see if I can arrange that. On top of that, I have some medical conditions I'm not going to disclose at this time. But one of them is going to require an extended hospital stay. And that also has me slowing down a little bit. Plus, work is crazy right now. Literally crazy. Okay? So, well, not right now, but my business has grown dramatically over the last 2 or 3 years. It's been an amazing thing to watch. To think I started this out of nothing, and now I have a small business that's quite successful. So it's something I'm happy with, but at the same time not, because it eats up a lot of my time. But it allows me to have nice things. So go figure. Plus I've got probably about 20 dependents because of that business. All my employees are dependent upon me. If I make a misstep, people don't get paid. So I have to think along those lines. Anyhow, just a short channel update. I am getting busy on a few things. I've got a super deformed Godzilla I'm going to build after the tank. I have a couple of Gundam kits I want to build. I'm going to lock them in place so they lose their mobility. I'm going to pick a pose, glue them down. That way I can paint them the way I want to paint them and not worry about parts moving and chewing up the paint. I'm going to see if I can get going on that Enterprise again. I have a bunch of projects that are half completed. I should take some time and finish them, because some of them I keep looking at and going, it wouldn't take me long to finish this. One thing comes to mind was the Ma-K kit. I just got to paint the face on the guy and finish the base, and then it's done. It isn't a lot of work. I should just do that, okay? And I should get started on the Enterprise, because I just got hung up on electronics. I should work on the rest of it and let the electronics sit. The Han Solo Frozen in Carbonite, I promised to rewire it and show that. Well, I worked on that, and it turns out I burned out the LEDs, so I got to replace the LEDs. Okay? You'll see those videos soon. I'm going to wire it up with a USB power supply. And someone sent me a video on how to do that, and I'm going to link their video so you guys can see who I got that from. I'm going to start using USB power on a lot of my models too. It's common. It's 5 volts. It's going to be easy to work with as long as you don't have any flashing lights, because I don't know if the timing chips will work with 5 volts. We will see. There might be a way of raising the voltage using a transformer to up the voltage a little bit. If I can get the voltage up to 6 or 7 volts, I know the timing chips will work. I think they'll operate at 5 volts. I need to experiment and find out. If they operate at 5 volts, then it's perfect. I can use 5 volts for everything. And just use a USB power supply. I can use a phone battery to power them when I'm at shows. Everything works great that way. So I'm going to check into that. And that's about it for right now. I got to get going because I got some stuff I need to do. Just thought I'd give you a short update. Some people wanted to see some of my completed models where I display them. They're in my office here at the house. There's more upstairs, and I'm going to bring some of them down and put them in the display case down here. I made room by putting some of the collectibles elsewhere. Well, that's about it. I've got family calling. I will see you guys very soon. Oh, I have some more out-of-box reviews. I have some of the Star Wars models, the newer Bandai ones, to get to. I still have to review that perfect grade. There is another Millennium Falcon kit coming out, a standard grade, which means not quite the detail, but the same scale, I think. It's expensive, so I think it's still the same scale. I'll talk to you all later.